So I've got a stalker. Actually, I've got a few stalkers. Uh, Quite a few stalkers. Um, so this one in particular stalker that I'm going to talk about. Um, Now I haven't confirmed this yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. My intuition tells me that I'm right, and usually I'm spot on. So, anyways, um, so uh, the local sheriff's department comes and picks me up at my home. Now, I thought they were taking me to. Um, Actually, I thought they were taking me into. They were taking me to the FBI into witness protection, is what I thought. Um, but that's not what happened. Um, so there's some things I'm going to leave out. Actually, I'm not. Fuck it. So the reason I called the sheriff's department was because I was being electronically raped and molested. Now, this was the third time that I called them about this. And the first time I called them, two female deputies come out. One was shorter with glasses. The other one was kind of heavy set. Um, and I called them because I was being electronically raped. So, anyways, first time the two females come out, and um, so they get here, and we start talking about what's going on. I'm telling them what's going on. You know, if they didn't believe me, they would have said, "Well, you're crazy." But I could tell they knew exactly what I was talking about. They know exactly what I was talking about. And so we're having this conversation about what's been happening. And the heavyset girl, um, woman, kind of, she kind of turned around like she didn't want the other deputy to see what she was doing. And she gave me a little head nod and a smile and a chuckle, like she thought the shit was funny. But her head nod was as in she's doing it. Um, so, anyways, fast forward. Later on that day, it starts happening again. So I call the sheriff's department again because the first time they came out, it stopped. Then later on that day, it started again. So I said, okay, the sheriff's got my back. Um, they can stop it. So, anyways, they send two other deputies out. Now, this time it's two males. One of them has glasses, has sunglasses on. It was deliberate. Uh, I'm not sure why. Um, so, anyways, they come out. I'm telling them about it. Um, and the one, the one with the sunglasses, Um, what did he do? Okay, so what he did was he took his thumb and his index finger and he pointed it in a downwards fashion and he put it towards his crotch area. I call him the nut framer. Um, Now I don't know what his motives were behind that. I don't know if he's gay and he wanted me to look at his junk. But I said to him immediately, I see what you're doing, and that frustrated him. He didn't like that. Um, so, anyways, and then all of a sudden, after that, he wanted to take me to the hospital because he said that's what I need. Um, so I was talking to him. I said, I think you might want to call a detective before you do that. So he goes off. I'm assuming to call the detective. Um, so while he's gone, I'm talking to the other one. Now the other one was respectful and helpful. Um, no problems with him. Um, actually, I called this time because I had a list of complaints of what the people around here were doing to me and have been doing to me for years. Um, all it's all my parents and Tony, this fucking piece of shit maintenance guy, um, and his butt buddy, stupid hat wearing guy. um, so, anyways, I'm talking to this other deputy about Neuralink, and I'm talking to him about how they send tingles in your balls, in your penis, and or they'll tickle your asshole. Guys, it's real. I'm not crazy. so so I'm talking to this guy. He doesn't disagree with me. We're having this conversation as he knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And he does. They both do. They all do. Because this is some secret that's kept from the public that only law enforcement and doctors and hospitals and military and government officials know about it. Donald Trump knows about it. That's for fucking sure. I can declassify documents with my mind. Well, this is what it is. Part of it, anyways. So, uh, I can't remember. So, anyways, the other guy comes back from talking to the detective, and the detective told him to leave me where I'm at because that was the right thing to do. So, anyways, all of a sudden, my mother comes hauling down the road in her golf cart like she's gonna save the day. Well, I know what she's up to. I know what her game is, and I ain't fucking playing that shit no more. I told her not to come on my property. So, and she was a distance away, so I raised my voice so she could hear me. So she stops dead in her tracks. The one deputy goes up and talks to her, and my mother's so fucking manipulative and playing this, the woe is me fucking card. I'm pretty and um, She's fake as fuck. Unfortunately, I feel horrible saying that about my mother because nobody wants to feel that way um, about their mother, but it's true. This is a woman who took out a life insurance policy out on me because she was afraid that I would talk to people about her naughty little pictures. And because I stole baseball cards when I was 10 years old, and they ended up being worth a lot of money. So her plan, because she knows for a fact that I'm not gay, and there's no fucking chance in hell that I'd ever be with a man or go and live with a man. Maybe a friend, but not in that fucking fashion. Um, so her plan was to keep me isolated and keep me alone. So like I said, she's been going around telling people that I'm gay and telling people all kinds of fucking bullshit. Telling people whatever to keep women away from me because she wants me isolated. So, anyways, the deputies leave. So I can't remember if it was the very next day or a couple days later. I don't remember exactly, but it starts happening again, and I said, okay, well, the sheriff's got my back. I'm gonna call him again. So I call him again, and I'm under the impression I intuitively picked up that I'm going into witness protection and that I was being brought somewhere to disappear. Well, that didn't happen. So, um, so I go outside. So the sheriff shows up, or the sheriff's deputy shows up. I go outside. I gather my shit up. I go outside, and so I get into to his truck. And the second I got into that truck, the the raping intensified tremendously, immediately. The second I sat down in that truck. Now, to most of you, this is hard to believe, but it's real. Trust me. Um, so, on the way to uh, wherever it was well, like I said, I thought I was going someplace positive. Well, no, he takes me to the hospital, the local hospital, Millersburg Hospital, or Pomerene Hospital in Millersburg, Ohio. So, so we're riding in the truck, and like I said, I got in the truck. It intensified. So I got the impression. I said, "This motherfucker's doing this." So we're riding to the hospital. I asked him to make it stop. He said, "Well, hold on. We'll just wait until we get up into Nashville. I'll see if I can make it stop." So we get up into Nashville. He hits a button on his computer. It stops immediately. Um, Maybe a mile down the road, it starts up again. So I think I asked him one more time to make it stop, and and on the way there, we're having very little conversation. But he asked me if I was building a deck onto my place, and I said, yeah, I would like to. And he talks about me coming back to my home, and I said I hope I never fucking go back there because that's where all this fucking bullshit is happening. And like I said, I'm ready to disappear. Um, so he says to me after I say I hope I never come back here, he says, "Well, I'd like to see you when you come back." And that struck me as fucking odd. That I took that as him asking me out. Um, so one, I got the impression that he's doing this. Two, I got the impression that he was forcing this on me. Um, um, what else? Okay, so we're on the way to the hospital. Now, this fucking asshole deliberately takes the long way to the hospital. He fucking, yeah. He turned down this fucking side road. He claimed it was because there was they saw an accident on the main road. It's just fucking bullshit. He just wanted to prolong it. What he's hoping is that I would like it. Um, but it was clear that I don't. I asked him a couple times to make it stop. So, anyways, we get to the hospital. When I get to the hospital, that's another fucking video. I've already made complaints to the medical board on the physicians there that were on staff and the staff. Um, but that's another video. So we're gonna continue on with the fucking stalking. Fast forward a couple months, or no, about a month. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but the first week of November, I start getting these phone calls um, from these 833 numbers, 844 numbers, and when I answer the phone, it's some it sounds like an attractive, like European woman. Great voice. Um, sounded very attractive. Um, and she says, um, I'm going to transfer you to a recorded line about donating to the Chief of Police Fund. Some shit like that. I don't remember exactly. So she transfers me, and instead of a pre-recorded message like she said was going to, it's a live person. Um, so I'm talking to this man, supposedly raising money for the chief of police fund, and you know, I tell him, yeah, I would donate $1 million if I had it, and he's like, oh no, 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 you just have to donate like $15 or whatever. Um, I said, well, now I have history with one in particular chief of police, just recent history, who's a total piece of shit, um, who needs to be arrested for his fucking criminal acts. Um, his name is Joe Hicks from New London, Ohio. And the only reason he's chief of police is because he filed fucking bogus charges on me. Um, that was his reward. He got to be chief. He's the only stupid motherfucker that's been around long enough. Because everybody that works for New London Police Department leaves. Because it's a fucking podunk town. And the mayor there is a fucking weasel. His name is Toby Thomas. Um, that being said, I said, fuck that. I think you people need to, or I think people need to donate to me. So the next day, I get another call. Same fucking thing, same routine, same attractive European woman starts out, lies to me, telling me she's going to transfer me to a pre-recorded line. It's not a pre-recorded line. It's the same fucking asshole um, with the same bullshit. I believe I hung up the phone. So the next day, same fucking call. I think I got another, or no, they called once and I didn't answer. Uh, Later on that day, they called again and I picked up the phone. Uh, I, I can't remember exactly what happened. I think I just fucking hung up. Um, and then the next day, maybe 2 days later, they call again, and it's that attractive European woman, um, European accent. I don't know, but I told her, I said, do not call this number again. Well, they haven't called back, but it took me a little while to figure out that I'm almost positive it's this sheriff's deputy. Whatever rank he is, I don't give a fuck. Um, but it's clear that if I'm right, and I'm pretty sure I am, um, now I didn't get this guy's name, this guy's last name, but intuitively I'm picking up that his name is Brian. Don't ask me how I know, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that too. It's a blonde-haired, goofy-looking Barney Rubble, fucking retarded-looking Barney Rubble motherfucker with a smashed-in fucking big-ass nose. Um, so 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 this I'm almost positive this fucking person is stalking me. Um, and I keep trying to make complaints to the sheriff's department. I made 3 complaints on their website via the complaint um, form that's online. Haven't heard anything back. Um, well, actually, I should say this as well. So I call up the sheriff's department to make a verbal complaint, and they tell me that I need to speak with this Lieutenant Stryker. Um, so I called the day. It was the day before Thanksgiving. I called. Well, I didn't hear anything back. I figured it was the holidays. Um, so Monday, I call back and I want to fucking talk to this guy. I want to make this complaint. Um, so I get his voicemail again. Leave a message. Nothing. A couple days later, I call back again. Leave a message. But this time, I stated exactly what my complaint was. Well, one of my complaints, because I had a few, um, on his voicemail message. So this gets a phone call back. So this guy calls me back, and now this guy says his name is Lieutenant Stryker. Um, but I don't think it was Lieutenant Stryker that I was talking to for some reason. My intuition tells me that somebody else called me, and they tell me that they're taking this complaint to the sheriff. Well, I haven't heard anything back. So I've called a few times wanting to talk to somebody about uh, this complaint, about this officer that I believe's stalking me, and I also have other complaints. So they want to transfer me to this chief deputy. I don't know what his name. I don't remember his name. Not important. Um, so I've left several messages for this man with no return call back whatsoever. I keep trying to call up to the sheriff's office. I'm asking for internal affairs. I've called several times asking for internal affairs. Now, the first few times I called, they gave me this fucking bullshit that they don't have an internal affairs division, which is bullshit. Every sheriff's department has internal affairs, as far as I know. Um, but they're just blocking me. These cops are covering for each other, or for him. Either that, or they're I do have friends up there, and they're exposing the rats. Um, um, so, anyways, I made all these complaints. Today, I had enough. I called up to talk to the main man, the sheriff. Left a message with him. Hopefully, I get a call back from him. Um, I'm hoping that's the case and we can work things out. But I don't know if that's going to happen because damage has been done, and I think he probably knows that. Uh, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm counting on the fact that he's honest and has integrity, and he's going to do the right thing. So here's hoping I get a phone call back from a reasonable man who wants to work things out before things get ugly.